go to RogerHollowayHomes.com.
Rodney Jones on location today at the club at Longview, and I'm here today with Chris Beeman, BeemanGolf.com. Is that right, Chris?
That's right.
Yeah, Chris, how did you get started on a Beeman Golf website? How did that come about?
Well, you know, when I started playing golf about 25 years ago, I was just like everybody else. It's like I wanted to know where to play, how much was it going to cost me, what were the nicest courses around town. And back then, 2000, 2002, when I started the website, there was no social media, there was no, golf courses didn't even have websites.
Right. And you started off kind of like my golf game as a humble beginning, but you quickly advanced and you've become quite an accomplished golfer from what I've read.
Well, so it's all a matter of, you know, playing a lot of golf, which is what I do. But yeah, I mean, last year I had a great year, won a couple of tournaments on the TheGrint Tour, which, you know, I can tell you about. And then I played my career best round out here last August. I shot a 72.
A 72 at Longview on the Jack Nicklaus course design here, which is not an easy course. Chris, I've played this course before and I know that that's an accomplishment. And Chris, if you don't mind me asking, what kind of handicap do you have these days?
Well, so I have to tell the story, right? Because we all lose a little bit over the winter. And when I shot that career round last August, my handicap dropped to the lowest it had ever been, about 4.6.
Oh wow, 4.6.
But
that's very respectable.
It climbs back quickly when you can't put those scores back to back. So now it's hovering around 9, but it's going to start going down because I've been practicing. I actually took a swing lesson a couple weeks ago, so I'm getting my game ready.
I saw you warming up here on the range, hitting the ball flush, so I have no doubt about that. But now you mentioned something called a TheGrint Tour. Is that right? A TheGrint Tour. What is a TheGrint Tour?
Well, so it's run by the TheGrint app. So a lot of people have apps on their phone to track their stats and their scores and keep up with their friends that are playing. Well, the TheGrint app actually has an amateur golf tour that they run around the country, and we have one local chapter here in the Carolinas based in Charlotte that I help with. So I help with their marketing, I help run some of their tournaments, but I also compete in those tournaments. And it's flighted by handicap, so anybody can play, anybody can win their flights. We play a mix of public and private courses around Charlotte, and for the national majors we get to play places like Kiowa and Sawgrass down in Florida. So
nice, very nice. Yeah,
it's a fun way to play a lot of the nice courses around.
Oh yeah, and you know, there's homes for sale in here in Longview, Chris. Right now what I saw was just under $1 million all the way up to $4 million, but that's not for everybody. And you know, there's over 100 courses 100 homes on the market right now today for courses. Now I'm an average golfer, Chris, and you know, I hadn't touched a club all winter. But if an average player out there wanted to get a round in with Chris, is that a possibility? How would that work?
Well, so funny you mentioned that, because I'm actually doing a promotion here for the Wells Fargo Championship. So every spring in April, I do a local Charlotte golf survey. So if you fill out that survey, you subscribe to my newsletter, you're going to have a chance to win a round of golf with me here at the club at Longview. So I'll be making that drawing the week of the Wells Fargo Championship in May. So if you subscribe to my newsletter, you'll get access to the Charlotte Golf Survey, and you'll have a chance to play with me.
Man, I'm going home and registering right away. I'll tell you what, now Chris touched on one big event here in Charlotte. It is the Wells Fargo Championship. My family, we've gone every year since its inception. It used to be the Wachovia Championship, now it's the Wells Fargo Championship, and that's a big event, Chris. What would you tell somebody who's thinking about relocating to Charlotte about that event and about golf in general in the Carolinas? Do you play? How often do you play? How many months out of the year?
Oh, 12 months. I probably play 150 to 200 rounds a year.
That's a lot of golf.
But the Wells Fargo Championship is one of my favorites because that's really the only chance each year for Charlotteans to get to see the pros play in person. And there's nothing like it. The ball sounds different when they hit it. They can just hit some amazing short game shots, make crazy putts, and Quail Hollow Club where the tournament is held is just a beautiful course with multi-million-dollar homes.
You
that
know,
you were talking about.
and that's it exactly. I go to watch the golfers, but I go also just to see that club. And a good friend of mine has homes listed in Quail Hollow, which I can help you purchase. Call me 704-202-7460. I can help you in North or South Carolina. I'm Rodney Jones, 704-202-7460. Call or text. Chris, I can't thank you enough today.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Go to RogerHollowayHomes.com.